and welcome to Reading Room. I'm your host, Lilian Ezinwa, and I'm super excited to have you here again today, right here on Freedom Square TV. So if you're joining us for the very first time, Reading Room is the space where we celebrate the joy of reading. And when I say reading, I mean one book, one idea, one conversation at a time, just like we started up last week. Okay, yes, last week was our debut edition, and that is where we introduced the vision behind Reading Room, which is actually a movement. And when I say it's a movement, we started it last week, and the comments we've been getting so far is massive. So it's a movement to rekindle the culture of reading in our homes, our schools, and across society. And we also talked about why reading matters, how it shapes your mind, builds vocabulary, and empowers you to think, speak, and live better. So today we'll build on that foundation as a recap and then dive deeper into how to make reading a habit. So let's quickly revisit some highlight from our first edition. So for those of you who were not opportune to watch, it's actually on YouTube, Freedom Square TV. So you can go over to Freedom Square TV, scroll down, look for Reading Room, the debut edition, and you can watch it, okay? But for those who probably, maybe they don't have time to go over it, let me just do a recap. Last week, we explored the importance of reading, not just as a hobby, but as a life skill. And I shared these simple truths. Leaders are readers, and readers are thinkers. So think about it. Innovators also are readers, and lifelong learners are also readers. So when you read, you don't just consume words, you grow your mind. And we had our first take-home question. So where we asked that you tell us what book you're currently reading and what is the most important lesson that you've learned from that particular book you're currently reading so far. And the truth is, we got a lot of comments and messages. So I'll just go through the comments and messages. And I must say, you all are amazing readers, right? You all are amazing. So many interesting comments. When I say you all are amazing, I sincerely do mean it. So we have this one from Chisom from Enugu. And Chisom from Enugu says, I'm reading Things Fall Apart by Chinua Achebe. And I would say that it has taught me that pride can destroy even the strongest man. Pride can destroy even the strongest man. So that's from Chisom. So the next one is from Emmanuel. Emmanuel, all the way from Musuka, says, I'm reading Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and I've learned that financial education is key to true independence. It says financial education is key to true independence. And of course, if you've read that book, you would agree with Emmanuel that that's what it teaches. Then Ada is sending us this message from Lagos, okay? And she said, I'm reading the book titled My Daughter, and it's by Albert Yati. And after reading the book, it reminded me of how parents love and protect even when it feels like discipline. So it's a story, it's actually a book from a dad to a daughter. So Ada, are you recommending this book to all the ladies or the young girls out there? Okay, I know your answer will be yes. Let me just answer for you. So thank you so much. And of course, those were some powerful insights, and I truly appreciate those of you who dropped your comment on our comment section and those who sent us messages via the numbers that we shared on the first edition. So this is just to show that your reading journey can inspire someone else to pick up a book today. And I would say to you, congratulations, because you're officially a world champion. Okay, so just stay tuned. This is still Reading Room, and when we come back, we'll move into what we have for you today. Today we want to talk about how to build a reading habit. Okay, so don't go anywhere. Freedom Square TV, and it's Reading Room. Welcome back. It's still Reading Room right here on Freedom Square TV, and my name is Lilian Ezinwa. And yes, today we said our focus will be on how to build our reading habits. I know you're excited. I am also excited. So now let's talk about how to make reading a daily part of your life. And I'm going to be sharing with you 5 practical tips to help you build your reading habit. So just stay with me on this, okay? Now, for number 1 is start small. So when I say start small, what do I mean? Begin with 5 to 10 pages a day. It's not about speed, right? It's about consistency. So begin with 5 to 10 pages a day. Pick what you love. There are a lot of books out there. So get the book that you love. Choose books that genuinely interest you. It could be fiction, it could be biographies, it could be poetry, or even self-help. So choose books that genuinely you have interest on, not books because this one is reading, this one is let me go and read it. No, make sure you have interest in that book. Then you could create a reading space. Create a reading space in your home, in your office, where you feel comfortable staying to read. So create a reading space, have a quiet corner or a reading chair that invites you to pick up a book. Then the next thing, I think this is the key, set a time. Very important. Set a time. It could be mornings or bedtimes, any of those times. But for me, I prefer bedtime. They are quiet for reading. Okay, make it a part of your routine. All right, then finally, share what you read. Share what you read. So tell a friend about a book, post the quotes online, or join a reading club, whichever one you prefer. Like ours here at Reading Room is a club, so you could join us. It's a movement, like I said when I started. Reading Room is a movement, and we urge you to join us on this journey. It's a journey to cultivate that reading culture in everybody who is watching this program. Okay, so remember that the goal isn't to finish books quickly, right? But to let each one finish its work in you. So let the book finish its work in you. So we're not just after, who's going to be the first to read this book? No, that's not what we're after. What we want is at the end of the day, you're able to let each of the book you've read finish its work in you. Okay? On this program today, I would love to shine the spotlight on Acena Publishers Nigeria Limited, which is actually a trusted name in educational and inspirational books. They're actually the one championing this program. Okay, that doesn't mean you can't be part of it. You can be part of it. Okay, so it's open for sponsorship, right? And Acena Publishers Nigeria Limited, they have a wide collection for children, young adults, and even general readers, okay, who want to grow their minds. So if you're one of those who would love to grow their minds, if you're looking for quality books that both entertain and educate, look no further, because you can get their books by reaching out directly. You can either call or send a WhatsApp message to 0803 714 5231. 0803 714 5231. So what we're doing here is to support Nigerian publishers, support authors, and let's keep the reading culture alive. That's the essence of this program. So if you want to set up a library at home, in your school, in your office, reach out to us through that number. That's it. And it's time for our take-home question. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the show today. If you did, then you won't want to miss next week's edition because it promises to be interesting. We'll be reviewing a particular book. And click on the notification button. Make sure that you are alert. Once it's up there, you'll be the first to view it. So for our question for today, our take-home question for today, you get to share with me the difference between advice and advice. Advice with an S and advice with a C. Yeah. So you have ADVICE and ADVISE. So what's the difference between these two words? Drop your answers in the comment section below, and I will give a shout out to the first correct responses next week. So you can also send your messages, your answers, okay, via this particular number, the number I called out earlier. That's 0803 714 5231. 0803 714 5231. So send your answers to that number. All right, so that's all we have for you today on Reading Room right here on Freedom Square TV. And I know you enjoyed your day. I also enjoyed my day. I enjoyed myself, the fact that a lot of us are beginning to understand that it's important that we cultivate the habit of reading. So that's all we have for you today. Remember that reading empowers you. Yes, it enlightens you as well, and equips you to express yourself with clarity and confidence. So, like they say, leaders are readers. Readers are leaders. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms displayed on the screen at Freedom Square TV for updates, discussions, and giveaway. Yes. So until next time, keep reading, keep learning, and keep growing. My name is Lilian Ezinwa, and this has been Reading Room. Thanks to my cameraman, Victor Okolie, also known as Big Boots, and to everybody who is making sure that this program comes to you every Thursday. So thank you so much, and do have a wonderful and blessed day.